This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
As many of you know, I've been director at the Warner Historical Society for the last several years, and I'm in the process of resigning and training my replacement, who happens to be a friend of mine, Lynn Clark. We've worked together for many years on many different projects, but particularly African American history in this area. So I'll turn it over to Lynn and let her talk a little bit about herself and some of the upcoming events that we have planned for the month of March.
Well, as Rebecca said, we've worked together for a long time on history projects in New Hampshire. I'm not a stranger to Warner. I was the director at the Indian Museum for 5 years, so you've probably seen me on Yankee Cable News in the past. But now I'm very happy to be working at the Warner Historical Society, be back in Warner. What we have coming up next is Maple Weekend. And this year there are 9 sap houses, and I'm going to refer to my notes to read all the names. There's Baker's Syrup, Bates Maple Syrup, Beaver Meadowbrook Farm, Blackwater Maples, Courser Farm Sugar Kings, Kearsarge Gore Farm, Kimball's Sugar House, Rogers Maple Syrup, and Turin's Tappin' and Sappin'. And you should really try to visit as many of them as you can, because they're all a little bit different and they all have different things that they'll have out that day, treats for you to try. So, and you can collect up, get a passport and have it stamped. You have a map showing you where to go. It'll be a lot of fun. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really, for Maple Weekend. It starts Friday night, March 22nd, right here at Main Street Bookends with an art opening. And then you can go from here across to the town hall for a concert of Celtic music with the Jordan Tyrrell Wisaki Trio. And then all weekend long, there'll be events happening all over town. The Maple Pancake Breakfast, of course, is a favorite, both Saturday and Sunday morning at the church. There'll be events going on up at the Indian Museum and the Nature Discovery Center. Kids-oriented events there, as well as at the library, and a read-along right here back at Main Street Bookends. And lots more. Stop in at all the businesses. The restaurants will have maple-flavored foods going on. So there's lots to do for the whole family the whole weekend.
And one other event, Lynn, is the Merrimack County 4-H Oxbows are having their annual spaghetti dinner with great raffle prizes that they offer, and that will be at the Town Hall on Saturday night from 5 to 7:30. And Lynn, maybe you can talk about some of the other things we have planned coming up for 2019.
Sure, we have a pretty full calendar. We open in May with a special exhibit celebrating the 50th anniversary, and it's called Celebrating 50 Years of Storytelling. And we hope that you stop by, because we want to have some interactive sections where you tell us your stories as well. And of course, the Torrey Hill Author Series will come up later in the summer. We have 4 renowned authors coming right here to Warner for you to hear. We'll be involved in the Foliage Festival, New Hampshire Open Doors, and in November, another 2-woman art show. So a lot of nice activities.
And by the way, we also have our annual barn sale opening on May 11th. There'll be a special preview for $5 and refreshments. You can get your first dibs at our new artifacts and objects that have come in over the winter. The barn sale opens on Tuesday afternoons from 1 to 4 and Saturdays from 9 to noon. And it's a great place to meet people, to socialize, and to get that special thing that you've been looking for. So the Warner Historical Society really welcomes Lynn as our new executive director, and I will be continuing to volunteer 2 days a week on special projects that I'm assigned during this next year.